Okay, what is this? This is a Lyra Parlor guitar conversion into a Ubass. Lyra was made by United Guitar. United Guitar was out of New Jersey. They bought out the original Oscar Schmidt plant when the original Oscar Schmidt went out of business in the 30s and made guitars comparable to Kay and Harmony. Is it a birch guitar? No, this is actually, I can see it's a laminated top on it. So that means it's probably a laminated all the way around with a poplar neck. Very standard of the time. Very well built. There's nothing wrong with it. And it probably comes from the 50s is what I'm thinking, judging by the mid-century modern motif. That's not an inlay, that's stencil on there. And it's painted yellow. So about 25-inch scale. Makes a great Ubass. I have your typical Ubass set up here with the control unit up here. It's got your built-in tuner and you know, controls. These things are loud. You can really crank them up. Piezo under the bridge, battery in the jack down there. Very simple, very effective system. Works great. Sounds really nice, plays really well. Now, whenever you talk about Ubasses, you got to discuss the strings. This one has a set of, what are they called? They're micro bass silverbacks, gold tone silverbacks, which is something Labella, I think, makes them. And these are a little bit different than the normal rubber strings that you see, either the cream colored ones or the black ones, which are really rubber. These are wrapped nylon. And the issue that I have found with all of these things that I've been, all these Ubasses I've made, is the inconsistency in the quality of the string, and some of them will not intonate, save your life. Now granted, I'm pushing the extremes to the longer scale. A typical Ubass is 21, 22-inch scale. You start stretching that out, you're asking these really loose rubber strings to do things they're not designed to do. These strings are designed for a longer scale. These strings are designed for 23 to 25-inch scale, and they're noticeably better at this larger scale. They intonate perfectly, but they have a different feel. I like the rubber strings. I like the big fat rubber strings that have the more string bassy sound. These are more normal gauge, typical of electric bass, like 0.4040 to 0.10. So they're very standard feeling, and they got that round wound feel, which I really don't want on a Ubass, but they work great, and they're a little bit brighter, a little bit more tauter. They're not as floppy and loose, and they're a lot quicker. They respond very well. So if you're a fast player, if you're going to be playing Jocko licks, you probably would prefer strings like this. But what's nice about them, like I said, is that they handle the longer scale better. And considered a ukulele, right? Now I'm still looking for a set of flat wounds. That's eventually I'll find the right thing, but this is a good solution for the longer 25-inch scale Lyra Ubass conversion.